Well, didn't you actually go to Philly and like roll around Philly looking for Meek?
Yeah, I wasn't looking for him. I was just in Philly.
You're on your bullshit.
Yeah, I was on my bullshit in Philly, just fucking around and shit on tour. Just made a pit stop in Philly, got a cheesecake and a cheesesteak, and was just I didn't actually think I was gonna see Meek Mill outside.
Right.
But long story short, he went to jail.
Yeah.
And again, we don't do the police, jail, none of that shit. So the beef sort of fizzled out because he went to jail, and I didn't support him going to jail at all. I don't like shit like that.
Yeah, that was some bullshit that you went to jail for. Anyways,
so when it was one of those things like Thug, like when you get one of those prosecutors or one of those judges that just want to see you go down, like that's what you're fighting against. Mm-hmm. So Meek got out, Wack put us on the phone. We talked for about an hour. Me, him, and Tok and Tack. And we just squashed the shit. And he was like, I'm gonna move to the West and be in the West more. Definitely don't want to have beef with the biggest nigga on the West. And I was like, man, ain't no beef. I don't got no beef no more. And like, man, we put it down. Now I talk to Meek at least once or twice a month, and we talk about like, the streets and prison reform and these kids and things that we could do to just be better men, better artists, and better legendary people. And not bringing the culture down and sort of kind of lift it up. And that's just where we are. And not being, shitted on by labels and, getting your master stolen and all that shit. Just regular conversation. So me and Meek good too. Good.
The dope artist, by the way. I've always been a fan of Meek.
Meek
we've never met in person. We've been around each other, but we never actually met. And I've always thought he was dope. I've always thought his flow was always exceptional.
And I'm glad that him and Ross are, back locked in, at least, for guys like us. That means a lot. Not that they weren't ever locked in, but it's glad to see him doing music. And I love when things come, full circle.
Yep. That next year, 2017, you got into it at a basketball game again. This time with an off-duty officer.
Yeah, man, I got to stop playing basketball.
You end up punching him at one point?
Pretty much.
Yeah. And you end up getting basically probation?
I was trying to do whatever I had to do to not go back to jail. Because like I said, when you go to jail in this position, man, it's just not cool, man. So I didn't care what money I had to pay or what I had to do. But yeah, I ended up getting probation, which was worse. I think I might have taken whatever jail time and not got probation, because going to report bi-weekly and piss in cups and sit down and be interviewed about what you're doing when you ain't really doing shit for, I think it was 3.5 years, might have been 5. I don't fucking know.
Well, yeah, you had 120 hours community service. You had to do 26 anger management counseling sessions.
Yeah, them was crazy.
I bet.
Because I'm still a little bit angry. No, I'm kidding. No, I had my anger management counselor teacher was a wonderful lady named Maria, man. She was so dope. And she actually did help me with anything underlining anger-wise that I had. And she helped like disband all of that. And so she helped me like figure out how to deal with anger in several different alternative directions versus just being angry as fuck and not knowing where to place it except in this violence box. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't think I've been mad since.
Really? So you think that actually helped?
It definitely helped.
You're saying this is a new game that we're talking to now?
Yeah, it's definitely the new game.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love it.